Money will become more and more digitized, according to Jim Rogers, investor, best-selling author, and the co-founder of the Quantum Fund. But the question is whether or not non-government issued digital currencies will prevail. Jim says that if cryptocurrencies become successful, most governments will surely outlaw it because they don't want to lose their monopoly. Every government in the world is working on computer money now, including the US. By the way, the Chinese are there already. He adds up that I can't imagine that the governments are going to say that this is our crypto money or you can use the crypto money. That's not the way government work historically. Roger draws on historical precedents of currencies being outlawed. He says that in China, you can't take a taxi with money. You have to have the money on your phone. You can't even buy an ice cream. So it's happening. But the doubt is, if it's going to be someone else's money, history shows it will be government money. Roger said that the reason Bitcoin is not currently made illegal is that it is still not widely used enough to be a form of currency. Once it successfully makes that transition, then it would be on the government's ban list. He says that he knows guys that are making a lot of money trading it. It's a wonderful trading cycle apparently. But if it becomes a currency, which the crypto people say that it will be, then he says that I cannot imagine that any government in the world will say that you can use our money or their money. That's not what the history shows us. He also believes that bonds are certainly in a bubble. Stocks in some countries are near highs. Property in many places is in a bubble. The only asset class that's still cheap are the commodities. You should try to invest in commodity indexes. They will definitely prove too worthy and can provide you with good return as well. The world had a big problem because of too much debt. Since then, the debt has skyrocketed everywhere. American government keeps saying that the debt is not a big issue. It is under control and sustainable. But the reality is that it's not. The debt is getting out of hands. In America, the debt level is just unsustainable. But the officials keep saying that everything is completely fine. There is no need to worry. That's because that is their job. They are paid to say that. They just simply can't tell us the truth. They have to do what the government wants from them. The next time we have a problem, and we are having it right now, it is going to be the worst in our lifetime. It is a simple statement. The debt is much higher now. It has to be worse. The next generation is going to suffer a lot. So it's not a good time to be young. Jim warns everyone that if you are 20 or 30 something, you need to pay attention to what government says and what they do. The government doesn't have to worry about it. They are safe. It's the public that has to suffer, especially the young one. They have tough times ahead. We have these problems every few years, while the US markets has been reacting as if nothing has even happened in the world. The United States is spending trillions with printing trillions of dollars. The Bank of Japan, the guy goes to work, turns on the printing presses, print as fast as he can. All over the world, all these central banks and governments are printing and spending and borrowing as much as they can. Money printing has never been a good option historically. Look at Zimbabwe and Venezuela. They printed huge amounts of money and then their currency vanished. Same is going to happen with the United States. We are printing enormous amounts of money. That increased supply of money will cause the inflation and thus devaluing the US dollar. Historically, no country has stayed on top for 2 centuries. UK was on top. And then within next 50 years, they became bankrupt. Exact same could happen to America as well. Now talking about the current state of markets, Jim says that of course the market is going up. The way how markets have gone up internationally, there is a huge disconnect between the ground reality and the market levels. Nearly every country in the world is printing and spending lots of money now, and that money has to go somewhere. It is going into markets. And that is what happened. However, the debt is going through the roof everywhere. The money printing is everywhere and eventually we are going to pay the price. All this money is going to go somewhere. The Federal Reserve in the US started do not fight the Fed, but eventually we are going to pay the price. Agriculture is still a disaster, but it has probably got great opportunities if you buy the commodities themselves. Some parts of the world economy have been smashed. Transportation, airlines, tourism, and anything related to do with travel has been killed. When the turmoil gets bad again, and it already is, people look for a safe haven. US dollar is not a safe haven, but they think it for a historic reason compared to the euro and other things. When the dollar goes up a lot, gold and silver go down. Silver is much cheaper than gold. Right now, on a historic basis, the ratio between gold and silver is the highest it has ever been recorded in the history. So silver certainly is not overpriced in 2021. The US market has been going up for over 10 years, the longest in American history, and it was sort of a bubble there. Everything was going straight up for a while because of all the money printing, and the market was due for a correction or for something to happen, and along came this pandemic. But something always comes along. So guys, let me know in the comment section below. What do you think? That will the governments ban cryptocurrency or not? And if this video looks knowledgeable to you, then please make sure to convert that like button into blue and subscribe to our channel for more such beautiful videos. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, enjoy your day.